what better way to celebrate it in a tourism and sustainable transformation in an environment like this. So I would like to welcome to all the tourism stakeholders from all over Goa, our Honorable Chief Minister Dr. Pramod Sawant, who has sent his best wishes but unfortunately due to busy work commitments might not be able to make it. Our Tourism Minister Mr. Rohan Ashok Kaunte, our guest of honor for today, Director of Tourism Mr. Kedar Naik, President of SCOL International Goa Mr. Dr. Vivek Kirkar, GCCI Chairperson Mrs. Pratima Don, and all other distinguished guests and colleagues from various tourism-related associations of Goa, TTAG, SCOL Goa, GCCI, NRAI, CII, JIVA, GEA, and others. We are glad to see such a large turnout. It truly shows that the spirit of Goa's tourism fraternity is alive and kicking. After the great feedback, resounding success, and positive encouragement from our Chief Minister, Dr. Pramod Sawant, over the past 4 years, we once again decided to organize World Tourism Day 2025 in a big manner, and the response from you, our colleagues in tourism, has been fantastic. This year's event is actually bigger and better than the previous years, thanks to the help, encouragement and guidance and support of our Honorable Minister Mr. Rohan Kaunte and his team at the Goa Tourism Department. Since 1980, the UNWTO has celebrated World Tourism Day on September 27th. The date was chosen as on this day in 1970, the statutes of the UNWTO were adopted. The adoption of these statutes is considered a milestone in global tourism. The 2025 theme for World Tourism Day is Tourism and Sustainable Transformation. World Tourism Day 2025 highlights tourism's transformative potential as an agent of positive change. Keeping this theme in mind, we have had multiple activities and experiences over the past 2 weeks for students, locals and tourists, as well as the tourism yoga clubs. In nature, we had the bioluminescent forest walk, cruise with kayaking, picnic by the stream, Folgar, evening river cruise. In heritage, we had the Holy Hill walk, the heritage walk at Aguada Jail and Port. And in local experiences, we had the Mulgaon Fort Village and coconut farming experience, as well as the Life of Palm, which was a unique bread making experience. And in eco-friendly activities, we had an electric cycling tour for at Choram. These events were done with both students as well as tourists and locals. Apart from the above, we have conducted 2 cooking contests at prestigious institutes like the IIHM and the IIHM. These involved local home chefs as well as students. And there was also a cocktail and mocktail making competition using local Goan flavors. We have also organized a hop-on, hop-off bus trip for children in a double-decker bus, which was one of the highlights because children really enjoyed it. As well as a boat cruise for persons with disabilities and children with disabilities. This has all now culminated into the main event, and we have prepared a video to showcase all that we have done. Tomorrow there will be a Heritage Film Festival which is based on sustainability from 2 p.m. onwards at ESG. Over the past year, we have seen a lot of things happening in tourism in Goa. The good and sometimes the disappointing. But through it all, we have had the support and help from our Tourism Minister, Mr. Rohan Kaunte and his team of dedicated Tourism Department officials. Wherever there has been an issue, the Tourism Minister has been prompt and proactive in dealing with the issue, and we must commend him for the same as he has taken input from all stakeholders before taking key decisions which affect all of us. Very often, may I have a big round of applause for him? Thank you. Very often, issues affecting tourism are even outside the purview of the department, and still they have guided us. Over the past 4 months, the trade has worked together with the department in helping to promote Goa in a better and more organized manner. And the results are already showing in Goa and will continue to show in the coming season, which is looking very promising. Road shows, travel marts have been diligently attended by the department and interested stakeholders, which have helped to keep Goa as one of the top destinations in India, if not the top destination and the world. In fact, at the recommendation, input and support from the Tourism Minister and his team, we have been able to organize the World Tourism Day activities over the past 2 weeks in a grand manner. And this event is the start of the season, and it is great to see all of you here. I remember the Honorable Chief Minister telling my predecessor, Nilesh Shah, the World Tourism Day event in 2022, that it is great to see all the stakeholders in one room. And this must be made an annual event with a provision in the annual budget for it. Therefore, we must also thank the Chief Minister for his support in making this an annual event and including it in the budget since 2023. Before I end my welcome address, I would like to brief you on a few points we have taken up with the Honorable CM recently at a departmental meeting held with all stakeholders in July 2025. We have been promised a meeting in the next couple of weeks to resolve these matters, and we look forward to resolving them. The Chief Minister has always told us that along with issues and problems, we as stakeholders need to come up with solutions and guide the government, and therefore we are following this approach and working out solutions and submitting them to him. Some of the key points which will be actively taken up are allowing all taxi apps into Goa for affordable and transparent pricing for locals and tourists. Taxi stand interference outside hotels must stop. Garbage menace in areas other than beaches must be tackled. Sound permissions and copyright related issues. Single window system for events in Goa. Rationalization of fees for events in Goa. Law and order situation in Goa has to be dealt effectively. Roadside businesses affecting Goa's look and business, touting action on illegal businesses operating in Goa. We request our stakeholders to also tell us if there are other issues, and we will address them as well. My one earnest request to the Honorable Tourism Minister is that MICE and events are one of the hottest segments in Goa. In fact, Goa benefits positively by being connected within any metro within 2 to 2.5 hours or even an hour from most. We need to promote this actively, and I think it's time the MICE industry got adequate representation within the framework of the Goa Tourism Board and the subcommittees. I'm sure with the help of the Tourism Minister and the Chief Minister, we can resolve these issues. We look forward to upcoming meetings to help resolve the matters which will help take Goa forward in line with the Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi's vision of a Viksit Bharat 2047 and transform India into a developed nation by 2047 through inclusive economic participation for all citizens of Goa. Thank you for your time, and a big warm welcome to everyone once again. Jai Bharat.
Tourist destination. Very shortly we will get to hear him, but for now let's start this morning the way it should. As I start inviting our very special guests up front to join us on the stage to light the inaugural ramp. I would like to start by inviting none other than the Honorable Chief Minister Shri Rohan Kaunteji, the Honorable Tourism Minister Shri Rohan Kaunteji. Along with him, I would like to now invite Mr. Jack Ajit Sukhija, the President TTAG, the President's Call, Mr. Vivek Kedkar, the Director Tourism for the Government of Goa, Mr. Kedar Nayak. We also have the Managing Director of GTDC, Mr. Kuldeep Arolkar, and last but not the least, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands up for the GCCI Chairperson, Madam Pratima Dhont. कहते हैं कि अगर जलती हुई बाती के साथ तालियों की ध्वनि सम्मिश्रित हो जाए तो निश्चय ही बहुत ही दिव्य क्षण का जन्म होता है। Thank you everyone. I request you to please stay on the stage for a group picture. And then, ma'am, please stay on the stage with us. Thank you so much, and ladies and gentlemen, thank you for the clappings that you're doing in your heart. Thank you. Sir, Honorable Minister, sir, may I request you to please stay back. It's time for the Chief Guest address.
A very good afternoon to all of you. The Director of Tourism, Shri Kedar Naik, MD, TTDC, Shri Kuldeep Arvalkar, President of TTAG, our very own dynamic Jack Sukija, the President of SCOL Goa, Shri Vivek Kerkar, the Chairperson of Goa Chamber, Srimati Pratima Dhond, TTAG Vice President South Goa, Vinay Albuquerque, TTAG Vice President North Goa, Akash Madgaonkar, all the captains of the industry, members of the various institutions, decision makers, all my friends will be felicitated today, the electronic media, press, ladies and gentlemen. First and foremost, very happy World Tourism Day, a day I think which calls for celebration, especially for a state like Goa. And I'm definitely obviously happy and honored to be here amongst all of you for this august function. On this World Tourism Day, let me begin with gratitude. Gratitude to those we see, the hoteliers, the tour guides, the lifeguards, the drivers and the entrepreneurs. And gratitude to those who we often do not see, the housekeepers, the fishermen, the artisans, the women cooking in homestays, the farmers who grow the rice and the coconuts. They are the invisible hands that power this industry. Without them, tourism wouldn't breathe. Tourism, as we all know, is not run by a department alone, nor is it defined only by the industry. It is a living ecosystem where the government, private sector and communities each play a part. An ecosystem when nurtured, not just administered, and that is our collective responsibility. Hence, I take this opportunity to also acknowledge the immense contribution of our industry associations, TTAG, Goa Chamber, CII, WTT, CII, SCOL, as well as our subject matter experts, and all the members of the Goa Tourism Board who have worked tirelessly over the last 3 years to help shape a sustainable, forward-looking vision for Goa's tourism. This year's theme, Tourism and Sustainable Transformation, is a call to action. It reminds us that tourism is not only about leisure, it is about livelihoods, dignity and legacy. Goa Tourism has adopted this regenerative tourism, the first in the country, which also aligns to the G20 Goa roadmap, which has sustainable transformation as one of the key pillars. Here in Goa, we have seen how one initiative can transform lives. Through our homestay bed and breakfast scheme, We are opening doors for rural families and especially women to turn tradition into hospitality and opportunity. Through skill programs, we are preparing our youth for a future where hospitality is not just a job, but a career of pride. This is how we ensure that the last link in the chain, that in rural areas, the women and the youth is not left behind, but lifted. On this occasion, I warmly congratulate the students who have been honored with the Vincent Ramos Award to honor our dear friend and a legacy of Goan hospitality, a tribute to the future of Goa's tourism, and a recognition of the passion and innovation that our young people bring to this sector. I also congratulate the influencers who are being felicitated today for their contribution in showcasing Goa to the world. Their voices and creativity play a pivotal role in connecting Goa's story with the global audiences. We have seen this spirit of collaboration earlier this month, when for the first time, influencers from Oman visited Goa. What was remarkable was not the money spent, but partnerships that were built. The entire exercise was complementary, collaborative, and ecosystem-driven. This is how tourism should be, not transactional, but transformational. And a big thank you to Oman Airways, Taj, Rajit, and the other stakeholders who contributed to its success. My heartiest congratulations goes out to Parag, Pele, and all those who will be felicitated today, whose contribution to Goa's tourism journey have been invaluable. A special word of gratitude to the TTAG for their tireless efforts in curating the World Tourism Day celebrations, which went for a month, organizing tours, events for children, initiatives for persons with disabilities, and ensuring that the spirit of inclusivity runs through every aspect of today's program. I think the presentation seen today, I should commend Jack to you and your team, the way you have put up the presentation, showing a very inclusive thought of the whole department and the industry, how they can collaborate and make things work together with a very inclusive approach. I think that's the way to go. Goa is always known for its beaches, but also let me remind you, that Goa's story of tourism is written not only in beaches and hotels, but in its kitchens. Culinary tourism is the soul of Goa. From the simplicity of the fish curry rice to the rich blend of Portuguese and Konkani influences, to the spice routes that once connected Goa to the world, our food is a living bridge between the past and the future. Today, Goa is proud to be India's culinary capital, where every meal tells a story. Through our culinary exchange programs, we have shown how food can become the gateway to culture, a first step for travelers to truly understand a land and its people. And I think what NRAI did last month also was quite welcoming, because this is one industry which was always there but never seen, never talked about. And I think the whole convention of the NRAI taking place in the state of Goa has made people all over the world and the country look at Goa and support its whole thought of making it as a creative capital of the country. What makes Goa truly unique is its contrast. We are a land of quiet wellness retreats and vibrant motorsports, of yoga by sunrise and rallies through the monsoon, of serene river cruises and thrilling adventure sports. This diversity where calm and adrenaline coexist is what sets Goa apart. Few destinations in the world can offer both a meditative silence and the roar of engines, all within the same journey. Friends, the progress we celebrate today is also the result of the double-engine Sarkar, with the guidance of our Honorable Prime Minister and the leadership of our Honorable Chief Minister. The central and the state governments working together have given Goa the confidence to dream bigger. We are proud to be a part of the national flagship initiatives. The Unity Mall coming up at Chimel will showcase our crafts, culture and cuisine to the world. The Porori Town Square is being reimagined as a vibrant cultural and social hub for both locals and visitors. The Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj Digital Museum will bring history alive with cutting-edge technology, setting new benchmarks for heritage tourism. And through Swadesh Darshan's projects, Goa's circuits, from spiritual trails to hinterland circuits to the coastal circuits, all are being strengthened with central support. All of these initiatives are laying the foundation for a new era of Goan tourism, or one that is inclusive, sustainable and world-class. Goa has also earned its wins. Despite global uncertainties, we have sustained high occupancies even in the monsoon, proving that Goa is now a year-round destination. We have diversified into MICE, wellness, hinterland, adventure and spiritual tourism to name a few, making our portfolio as rich as our culture. We anticipate to continue to strengthen international connectivity with new flights and growing interest from key markets. And we, that is the government and the industry together, have countered misinformation with truth, transparency and confidence, and I should thank you for the same. None of this would have been possible without the support of our Honorable Chief Minister, who has placed tourism at the heart of Goa's economic strategy. His guidance has ensured that tourism is not just a sector, but a growth engine for our state. More so, we also draw strength from our Honorable Prime Minister, whose vision of Chalo India, Dekho Apna Desh and Viksit Bharat 2047 inspires us all. Tourism is central to that vision because a developed India must also be connected, hospitable and sustainable. Goa is proud to contribute to that national journey. Friends, as we embrace sustainability, let us remember that Goa's future is not only about the numbers, it is about the balance. Goa beyond beaches is our commitment to take visitors into our hinterlands, our villages, our festivals and our faith. To let them taste our food, learn our stories and experience our way of life. This is regenerative tourism, where every traveler leaves Goa richer in experience and every Goan richer in opportunity. Technology will help us with AI, digital platforms and smart infrastructure. But technology must serve our identity, not replace it. Because the true magic of Goa is not in data, but in people, in the smile of a host, in the flavor of a fish curry rice, and in the music of our festivals. That human touch must never be lost. As I always say that when people compare us with the countries in terms of the tourism and the way other countries have been moving ahead, I always say that one thing which is very different from the rest of the nations and the rest of the states which compete with Goa is the culture and the Goans. Our Goan culture, our Goans and our culture is so much binding with each other that it cannot be separated. The Goans without the culture and the culture without Goans is not Goa. And I think that's what makes us special, and that's how we need to look at when we look at hospitality as a main part to contribute towards Goa's economy. As we look ahead, let us remember that Goa tourism is Goa's story, but also India's strength. Together, the department, the industry and the community, we can show the world that tourism is not only about where you travel, but how you transform. On this World Tourism Day, I leave you with one thought. Atithi Devo Bhava, the guest is God. But also, Seva Devo Bhava, service is divine. May we continue to serve with pride, collaborate with trust and dream with courage. If we do this, Goa will not just remain India's sunshine state, it will shine as a beacon of sustainable and inclusive tourism for the world. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Gomantak.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kaunte. May I request you to please stay back on the stage, sir. And with the last clarion call that Mr. Kaunte has given to the audience, ladies and gentlemen, that should also be our new hashtag, sir. So now we should all be running hashtag Seva Devo Bhava as well. With the sentiment of Seva in mind, what perfect timing for what's coming up next. I would now like to invite the following guests to please join the Honourable Minister, sir, on the stage. I would like to invite the Tourism Director, sir, on the stage. I would like to invite the Managing Director for GTDC on the stage, the TTAG President as well, and SCOL Goa President as well. Gentlemen, let's have your presence on the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, a couple of years back, unfortunately, Goa's hospitality stratosphere lost a shining star. But the good part is that his light shines on, and every year, two very deserving candidates are handpicked to take his legacy forward. I am talking about Sri Vincent Ramos Scholarship to two deserving students of IHM as adjudicated by the IHM principal and her staff. I would now additionally like to invite on stage the beloved late Vincent Ramos' wife, Madam Dina, onto the stage with us for this very momentous presentation. Let's have a round of applause for the family's strength, eloquence and the memory of Vincent Ramos. And now it is time for the two shining stars. As Mr. Roman Kaunte very comprehensively detailed in his speech that the depth and the scope of the tourism potential of Goa is immense. But who are the people who will be the tall torch bearers for the same? Who will be taking that forward? Well, we've got a newer generation coming up, and the two promising stars of that generation of hospitality professionals are, I would like to invite on stage to receive the first scholarship, Mr. Mackenzie Vaz. Congratulations. Inviting next, Miss Caitlin Roseanne Mascarenas. Ladies and gentlemen, are recipients of the Vincent Ramos Scholarship. Congratulations, Caitlin. Thank you. And a big thank you to Dina ma'am. A big thank you to Dina ma'am for joining us on the stage. I invite you to sit back, enjoy the show. So ladies and gentlemen, as we have the guests onto the stage, it's time to move on to our next set of felicitations. Their outstanding contribution to Goa tourism not only should be recognized, should be acknowledged, but should be applauded open-heartedly. And please, let's give a resounding round of applause to our very own champ. Let's hear it for Mr. Pele. For all the good work that they have done for the tourism of Goa, these are two very special honors. Ladies and gentlemen, as sustainability begins the key mantra for the growth,
this gift for all my fishermen, I will share with my fishermen. They are always supporting me. Thank you, Tourism Minister and his team. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, as India, as a nation moves towards its net sustainable, net zero goals, sustainability is not only going to be one tab, one menu up there somewhere on a website. It is going to be the driving force of businesses in the coming decades. You're not sustainable, you're out. It'll be as simple as that. But there is one person who understood this even before sustainability became a fashionable term. He just understood what is community living and community tourism all about. And he played it well. He created the awareness for it to the point that today he has become the torchbearer of sustainable, eco-friendly tourism in Goa. Please put your hands up for Mr. Parag Ramnikar. Everyone, can I see your hands up in the air? Let's give a well-deserved round of applause. Parag sir, can I ask you to stay back for a minute? Congratulations. Before I ask you if you have anyone to dedicate this award to, I have a question for you. Did you decide your Kunbi jacket after looking at the Ang Vastra, or did they choose the Ang Vastra after seeing your jacket?
No, in the crowd I wanted to stand out. Thank you for giving me the mic. And nature, wildlife and community tourism has been a passion and responsibility for quite some time. And thank you for this recognition. It's kind of a shot in the arm, not only for me, but many like me who work in this space. And I think they need all the recognition that they really deserve. So thank you once again for this felicitation.
Thank you, and ladies and gentlemen, I would like to take this opportunity for the people who are still not aware. I hope most of you in the house are aware that Goa's very own woven fabric Kundi now has its own GI tag. So please ensure that you use it as much as possible. Let's use Kundi and let's take it to the globe. As we move on, talking about taking things to the globe, 20 years back, it would have been so tough. And then came the social media. And suddenly, you're sitting somewhere in one village of Goa. I could say you're sitting in Valpoi and getting viral in Vegas. That is the power of social media. कहते हैं जो दिखता है वो बिकता है और अगर बात आए गोवा को मार्केट करने की then I think our social media influencers are right up there, and I would like to start by inviting our very special hand-picked social media influencers for this very special recognition. Please put your hands up for Miss Scarlett Rhodes. Goa's very own Instagram star, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Congratulations, Scarlett. Well done. Moving on. Inviting next, Mr. Moses Saldana. Let's hear it for Moses Saldana, people. Normally I've been given to understand that the hoteliers rarely get to party. The problem with the F&B industry, the tourism industry, or even with somebody like me in an event industry is that it is our job to make others have a good time. So sometimes we are so inhibited, we just don't have it ourselves, even when it is our biggest celebration of the year. Ladies and gentlemen, can I request each one of you to please be a little bit more generous with your applause. There's no point saving it. It will not give you any ROI. So please let me hear you clap as I start with acknowledging our next couple of influencers who are doing a great job at creating awareness for Goa. These influencers are receiving a very special token of appreciation for their contribution to Goa tourism. And I would like to start by inviting Ms. Sishti Sudeep Prabhudesai. Inviting next, Ms. Ashrafi Sheikh Desai Gaikwad. And finally, Mr. Viraj Phate. Ladies and gentlemen, the Yuva class is a very novel, very refreshing and a very, very unique approach to integrate fresh and young blood into the entire system. And this is the time for inviting some very special achievers for their individual contributions with their efforts for tourism. Please put your hands up for Mr. Sahil Saukar of Sridora Kakulo College of Commerce and Management Studies. These 20 people with their singular applause, लेकिन बाकी जो लोग इतनी देर से बैठे हैं या तो घड़ी देख रहे हैं कि बार कब खुलेगा, उठने को कब मिलेगा। मैं आपको बता दूं कि देखिए कहते हैं कि जरूरतें तो सभी पूरी हैं पर शायद ख्वाहिशें अभी कुछ अधूरी हैं। इज दैट राइट? जरूरतें तो सभी पूरी हैं पर शायद ख्वाहिशें कुछ अधूरी हैं। बैठे हो तो तालियां बजाओ, दोस्त जिंदा हो तो जिंदा नजर आना भी जरूरी है। प्लीज तालियां बजाइए। Moving on, our next honor is for our next honor is for Mrs. Lisa Dice of Institute of Hotel Management, IHM, Goa. If we have Madam of this year. The final recognition for the Yuva Club goes to Dr. Kiran Gowde of PES Ravi S. Naik College of Arts and Science. As we complete the felicitations for the year, ladies and gentlemen, the next step has been mentioned in my event flow as cutting of the World Tourism Day cake. I look at it as the Goa tourism pie, and I hope everyone gets a share in it. But for now, as I invite our very special guests to cut this cake, can I request everyone to kindly step down for the cake cutting? As we conclude the formal part of this morning by cutting this cake, I would additionally like to invite Mr. Nilesh Shah and Mr. Charles Bonifacio, who are also celebrating their birthdays today. So can I request both these birthday boys? Plus, can I request Madam Pratima Dome also to please join us on the stage on the cake table for this moment. Alright, and the birthday boys and everyone, let's go towards the cake. Let's cut the cake and let the celebrations